Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Let's continue. So, our next location, we need to kind of just goof around. So our next location is going to be the sync point. And then we might even come back down these directions and see if we can get these Borgia towers done and these other sync points done. Just trying to get money since I only have 38 florins right now, and until I get more money to upgrade and purchase things. Oh man, that was a missed leap of faith. That should have worked. It just didn't. See, this guy looks like right here. Seems like I could just assassinate him. So I can't go this way. It's just not possible. So then we'll see if we can maybe make it to this Borgia tower that's this direction and maybe expand some of this. I think I may just have to play the main story. That being said, I also have some recovered memories, and I suppose it makes a decent amount of sense to do the recovered memories as they happen, even though they may be DLC. So if I can't go this way, then I can't get to this one. There is a feather and an assassination contract. We'll try that. But being overly limited, considering this is an open world game, definitely feel like they're limiting me and being unfair. Here's an aqueduct that apparently has a memory on it. Anybody see a memory? Is it over here? Is it on the top? I really hate this eagle vision. Just being backwards on it and inverting all the light is not a pretty picture. So we've got some guards. I see no memories. So yeah, pretty environmental look here compared to hideous inverted black and white look. It's not good. And it's not necessary. Come on, is there no way up this rock? We've had several instances of this where it's just like the game doesn't want you to be able to get on top of things. And a lot of quick saving. It seems like it quick saves after a number of steps or something. Here we go. We'll have to jump down here since this is not it. Let's get this chest. Alright, that's the flag. I don't really care about a flag. And frankly, getting up there is going to be really, really problematic. Like, that doesn't work. How do I get on top of this place? I want to be on top of this aqueduct. which means there needs to be a climbing spot, and I am definitely not seeing any climbing spots. I'm not missing it. There's just nothing here. This might be a trick. That might just be what this is that there's a trick that requires you to repair the aqueducts before you can get up on top of the aqueducts. That would kind of make sense. Because there's no special grips or anything. Nothing that's becoming blatantly apparent. So it must be that you have to repair the aqueduct and run the full length of it. Well, the good news is I have managed to fool around enough to get the bank to fill in. I can't get up there. There has to be a better, like, quicker way to jump higher. Something or other. But also, if the game makes it obvious that there is some system that makes you jump higher, you can then unfortunately excuse any failings of the player to not make a jump as just saying, well, the game doesn't intend for me to be able to do that. And like, that animation's a little slow. There's the flag. I mean, feather. Here we go. That didn't work. There we go. Alright, where do I want to go now? There's a couple of treasure chests that could be all around the Colosseum. But let's try this assassination contract. That will be more interesting than just collecting 2 treasure chests. And again, the money's not an issue right now. Money is an issue, but let's just be honest. It's boring opening treasure chests. There's nothing more to say about it. It's just downright boring opening treasure chests and finding collectibles. So this is what they look like when they have an assassin contract. Then the question becomes, how do you interact with them? Alright, mission. Accept the assassination mission to kill the assigned target. Caesar has called one of his chief tacticians to is that Caesar? Yeah, I guess that is Caesar. He's a valuable asset, so the captain guard has provided a horse and an escort. I suspect neither will be a problem. Finish the mission in less than 2 minutes. Alright. So there's a target, and he seems like he's way up there. So I assume the idea would be something along the lines of, here, we'll just do this. I don't think we're gonna, it says 0 of 5 targets killed. Seems like that's gonna force me into a more of more assassinations than I realized I was gonna do. See, I'm just kind of working my way towards him. They seem to be moving. Guy on the horse. So let's the knives are not working at all, so I just threw all of my throwing daggers, and that didn't work at all. Medicine, crossbow bolts. We could use some medicine, so I'll use that. Yep, I'll leave you out of it, don't worry. Doing memories has gotten me a decent amount of money. So now we're getting back to this. I don't mind the weapon wheel, but it does kind of point to a bigger issue with this game, is just how much different items, how many different items you can have. And let's see if I can run this way. And maybe I'll hit a memory wall, maybe I won't. Yep, memory wall. That's what I figured. But poisoned, assassin, gun, crossbow, knife, short knife, daggers, unarmed, cash, and there's a heavy weapon that we know of, and smoke bombs. And it's just too much. Honestly. Too much stuff going on. This is a barracks building. Let's go this way and try to do another assassination contract. What if we mounted this horse? It's maybe a little bit faster than the other horse I was riding, but it's still very much a like slower process than I expect. In general, I find this game to be a little bit slower than I would have liked. Let's see. Can we find the treasure chest that's supposed to be down here? There it is. A little bit more money. And take this way. I suspect that the assassin contracts will get slightly more difficult as we progress. Or if they don't, that would be kind of silly. There we go. these are nice to, I suppose, fix if you're in the wrong place. In an attempt to scare citizens of Roma, the Borgia have hired 2 notoriously cruel guards to beat up anyone they see, remove them from the streets to give the people hope, kill both targets with your hidden blade. Here we go. And see if you get close enough to these guys, it seems, I think you can just hit them with your hidden blade by walking right next to them. That certainly was something we did in the first game, although it's far from a requirement to do these days. See, I'm hoping I'm going the right direction, but I have this feeling that I'm not. I need to look on the map since yeah, I'm not. Didn't quite make that leap of faith. Yeah, we can rip off this. Look how slow that process was to open the, to tear down the poster. So I'm in a restricted area. Crossbow bolts. And we'll just jump out of this area now. I believe there's a gem, treasure chest somewhere around here. Thank goodness for the treasure map. I'll probably end up purchasing a second treasure map and finding a whole second set of these things.
Why would anyone carry on like that?
Alright. Now, where is the armory? Here it is. Can we upgrade this while we're in the middle of this process? The other issue, though, is now that we're upgrading the amount of money we have, it doesn't feel like it's an equal upgrade on the the maximum amount of money you can have waiting for you in a bank. So it very possibly might turn into a system where I've upgraded all of Rome and then I'm getting just tons and tons of income that, if I don't bother to go pick up every 20 minutes, is just going to be wasted income. So the guy is there, and full synchronization says use the hidden blade. Which is not too hard to do. And then immediately I search him. And for a game like this, it really should just pick up everything off these people as soon as you stand on top of them. I don't see a purpose or any reason. So thief assignment, Or do we want to go to a Christina mission? Or do we want to go to a recovered memory mission? Where was that recovered memory mission? Let's see. Let's look at our DNA and see how this works. Additional memories. It's not additional memories. Is it guild challenges? Is it assassination? So we're at 16% sync on the assassination missions, and we've just done 2, so I just in general don't want to do that one. Even though there's another one right here. Let's go do this restored memory. Because that in particular, I don't know what it is. That might be a really interesting thing. It might be a really dull thing. It might push us towards doing DLC early, and honestly, doing the DLC early might get us a little bit more overpowered with money or something. In some way improve our abilities. Feels like there's another collectible somewhere around here. Or is that just the sound playing? This was the aqueduct that we repaired, and so now you have water going down this well, or whatever that's worth. Notice we are not jumping into these at all. Remember, that was a major thing in the game before, is hiding up here in those, and it's not even an issue. These doorways on top, though, also don't seem to be any kind of secret entrance things.
Hey, get down now!
Alright, following the instructions.
I long for the day Roma will emerge from this forest.
Just figure out which direction we want to go. Probably don't have enough money to purchase anything, but if I see a bank, that would be helpful. I'm getting the feeling that I'm gonna spend a way too much time going backwards and forwards across this map, and it's not a terribly big map for that, but it's also not something I'd want to do. I think they may have put the courtesans this time in slightly drabber clothing than what they were in previously. Used to be a little bit more red based coloring. What's this memory?
Ezio, I must be getting lazy in my old age. I did not know you had returned to Roma.
What was that?
So this is, I believe, DLC. Hephaestus email network. Desmond Miles, undisclosed sender. Hello, Desmond. In your time with Rebecca, Sean, and Lucy, you may have heard about higher level assassins aiding your team. I am one of them. Rebecca has been instructed to give you this message if or when Ezio Auditory 1506 memories are unlocked. Based on your historical research, we hope to acquire information of significant importance to our mission from that time period. We will be monitoring your progress through Rebecca. All of this is confidential and therefore must not be spoken of or discussed because it's DLC. I want to involve as few people as possible. I wish to inform you and Rebecca as soon as the information we are looking for has been discovered. I will inform you. Good luck, Desmond WM. So, Roma 1506. Now what are we doing? Is this going to be a really long experience, or is this going to be really short? Restored sequence, the Da Vinci disappearance. Definitely DLC.
Salahi, is that you? Ezio. I must be getting lazy in my old age.
So this is
Did not know you had returned
past
to Roma.
the point of the main story, I think.
Unfortunately, I cannot stay. I'm here to charter a ship.
Let me assist you. I know a captain. He's very discreet. Hang on, I have the name recorded somewhere.
What are you working on?
Oh, this? A hobby of mine. Of course you are familiar with Pythagoras.
Remind me.
The brilliant scholar from Grecia who discovered many secrets about the heavenly spheres and our cosmos.
These symbols come from him?
Ever since my exploration of that strange apple, they have been stamped on my mind. I found symbols like them in the writings of the Pythagorean disciples. I am afraid the captain's name escapes me.
The apple has been put to rest. Perhaps it would do you good to focus on painting. You seem to be doing decent work on this one.
Ha! You are kind. However, even I can see that she is badly drawn. And that smile, overdone, meaningless. But forget painting. I made a breakthrough in my research several days ago. A huge discovery. Salai, can you bring them? Oh, he's not back. I intended to accompany you to the docks, but we cannot leave my workshop without my assistant.
Bene, an easy task.
I am afraid you underestimate Salai.
Wait and see.
Suit yourself. You will likely find him at La Volpe Addormentata.
You mean that building we just rebuilt? So you can see why that's why this memory unlocked at that point, I guess. So when we hit back here and look at the map, I guess you can still do everything even though we're in a different time frame, since this is all just in a simulation anyways. So I don't know how much is actually in this section though. Locate him. Gambling.
Di nuovo!
I told you those dice were lucky.
Fortuna wishes she were as good as me.
Gian Giacomo.
I do not answer to that name.
Salai.
Better, but not good enough. Yes! Di nuovo!
Leonardo, your master, requests your presence.
Let him wait.
No.
Look at how his
Nice
hair is just
Are you one of
transparent,
Julius's monks?
and you can see
My
the
church is not of God.
Outside the
grating
kingdom of God is
behind
the realm
him
of
through his
men.
hair. That's
You
a
worship
bad
there,
animation there.
Come with me and find out.
It has been fun, but I must go.
Please, do not depart. The game is not finished.
Sorry, but a better offer has arisen. Lead on, Messere.
So these guys are gonna try and kill him.
The 3 men from the dice game follow us. Stay quiet.
Why? Sentite! I am done playing!
So are we!
Like, wow, this is a bunch of them. There's 20 of these guys, or 10 of these guys, just all in the same area. It's too many, and it points to an idea of this being something you should have played later on.
There is only one man in Roma who can put on a show like that. You must be Ezio Auditore.
Come. We need to return to Leonardo right
Now
away.
his hair isn't transparent.
You do not talk much,
now
do you?
it kind of is.
Fine. I will run ahead. You
Is
catch
this
up.
some kind of weird green screen ability that they have in their engine? Let's see. Oh, by the way, if I search these guys, trade items. How many? I'm getting a bunch of stuff, but is it worth it? Let's go ahead. Withdraw, investment, invest. And there's a sync thing up here, so I want to go ahead and sync on this too. Taking the hard way up, I think, considering there's a ladder right there. We'll just take the ladder. Rome Global Economy Silver Medal. That's nice. Why that specifically unlocked right then, I don't know. And let's see. On the map, it does want me to go like far this direction, which seems kind of odd. Let's, before we leave, see if we can invest in some things. Storefront, stables. Maybe if I get more stables, the horses will be faster. Two of 9 stables restored, so the horses should be better. Let's see. Now, there's an art and a doctor this direction. And in particular, the art dealer might be interesting to give me more of a more maps, treasure chest. Oh man, I let go of the B button too early. Why are you even gonna allow that? Why do I have to hold down the B button to do that anyways? Like, it's similar to the issue with holding down the right trigger, which is really killing my fingers after a couple hours of gameplay.
Why not have a statue and...
Let's see, paintings. I don't think I would want to do that quite yet, but treasure maps, there's all out of stock. Let's see, does when I buy that increase my income, or am I just being silly? New achievement, home improvements. See, and this makes me feel like I am halfway through the game. Like, how could you not assume that that is the case when I'm getting handed all of these achievements? Look at all these new doctors now. There's a Prometheus Cestine. I'm gonna set this as our next goal and see if we can get the horse to decide to meet up with us. Nope. So I called the horse and then I continued running, in an effort to save time and in continuing running, the horse decided he wasn't going to bother to chase after me. I can hear there's something here. There's the horse. But see, doesn't that seem slower than running? What's the point of even having horses in the game if this is how it's gonna work? Just might as well. Might as well have not done anything. I assume you couldn't just swim out through that gateway. And this is where we were before. This impoverished district. Where is that chest? Here we go. I wish the little jingle would stop playing as soon as we got there. Now, hopefully I don't hit a memory wall going this direction. And I can synchronize and find yet another area. Mad dash this direction. Free run, free run. Really just need the money. Not trying to be OCD. Even though at the end of the day it kind of doesn't matter how I'm trying to do it. I'm still ending up collecting significant number of the treasure chests like I did before. At this point I can say that they have managed to break me of my just default OCD collection desire. It's still there, but I've played enough games lately, and I've played enough Assassin's Creed games in particular to say, you know what, no, and I don't want this in my life. This is like a church. I half expect there to be a memory on this building. Leap of faith, because the more leap of faith I do, the better I am. We'll try to get all of these little sections done. So ideally I want to never come back to this area. Maybe there'll be a storyline reason why I'll have to come back to this area, but short of that, I'd like to just finish. Let's see. Jump down. Again, if I just walked over the chest and then it opened, or kicked it open, or something like that, that would be very ideal. There's definitely points here, like I'm wasting my time trying to jump this direction. just to grab a ledge that won't work. Well, that full sync failed, and I couldn't really care less. I remember I'm still in that disappearance of Da Vinci. And if we don't get back to that, almost certainly what's going to occur is when I get back into that area, we'll find that Da Vinci has disappeared, and I'm going to have to work with his apprentice assistant to find him. Alright, next we have one here. Well, I grabbed the ledge, which stopped me from taking damage. Guess I can't really complain about that. Come up here. Open this. Alright. Our next location. Sometimes when you hit back, it gives you the map. Sometimes if you're standing next to something, it gives you something different. Is this, then this, and then we'll try to do this, and this, and then this and this. And just goof around.
Condolences are extended to all citizens of the English nation.
Those people aren't happy with me. Upgrade.
Only a fool.
Repair everything. It would cost me more to repair things if I had more things to purchase. I can't afford this. Full of throwing knives, full of bullets, almost full of crossbow things. And I can invest. Nope, can't invest into that guy. Well, as we're kind of out of money now, I can go to this empty faction building, but unless I run to this bank, I can't afford to unlock this or this or any of this. So we'll run to the empty faction building and see how much that costs. Hopefully not too much. And then we'll have to move the story forward. I need 1,200. Okay. Well, at least we got this area off the list, and we're making more progress. Let's move the story forward, I guess. Run this direction, run over here. Somewhere over here is a bank. Somewhere over here is a bank.
Facciamo un nuovo.
This is Ironsmith, which puts the bank somewhere over here, I think. Nope. Where is it? Right there. So I don't have a ton of income. Yep, still within that delicate balance of needing more and more money or trading time for money, which is not something I particularly would want to do. So maybe just do more missions for money.
These strangers do not quit.
Disciples wearing similar robes appeared once before. They sought an object I had in my possession.
You mean the piece of Eden?
Leonardo told you?
Tells me everything.
I fear his indiscretion has cost us greatly. We must warn him.
Say no more. I know the best route home. I take it every morning after the taverns close. Follow me.
So follow him to the workshop, and apparently I don't even have to do it in low visibility, so I can just run.
I'm going around.
So he's having me hide.
How about some fun on the rooftops?
Leonardo told me that he had discovered something important.
He has been exploring a hidden catacomb for years.
Let's see.
I think he came to Roma to find it. You have no idea what he is like. He works on this all the time. He never takes me out. He's so cheap. I have to beg him for money.
He actually gives coins to you?
More or less. What he does not know will not hurt. Allora, you're from Firenze. Tell me more.
So I took a little detour
Fine.
there.
I will use my imagination.
Took a little detour, but it still seemed like he was programmed to let me do whatever I wanted. Let's see. That one's still under a Borgia tower. Darn. So this feels like one of those missions again where they're specifically walking me around areas.
Follow me.
Just so I walk
Leonardo
through buildings.
discovered something in the catacombs.
He found the entrance to a temple. Something he read about in his books. I've not seen him that excited in years.
Did he say anything else?
That the temple contains the perfect number. Something discovered by some scholar from Grecia.
Pythagoras.
Try this on for size. Attack!
Why did I even pull my sword out? Now I just did a kill move, but did I actually use a bullet? I don't believe I did.
Attack! Try this on for size. You want to get back quickly? Avoid their swords.
Knowing Leonardo, I suppose he spoke of his discovery to whomever would listen. Did you notice any robed men around him?
Why would I spend my time at the workshop when I can go out and have fun? Ask the master himself when we get there.
Let's go ahead and tear this down while we're here. Lower my notoriety. There's a Borgia captain here. I might kill him if I see him. Like, do I want to take a moment? Nope, can't do it. Can't have to stay with him. So that jump took 2 health off of me. Remember, there was a quest for a full synchronization here, in which you were supposed to only not lose 4 health. Which, with better armor, you can absolutely get that done easily. Just because you won't fall and you won't take damage as much. That was interesting, that group of people had apples in their hands.
Maestro!
So I wonder if it's a regular temple or if it's an ancient
must be
aliens
here.
temple.
The temple he discovered. Where is it?
Leonardo!
Salai, you want to save him, tell me where the temple is.
I do not know.
Cazzo.
Ezio, something is written on the floor.
What does it say?
I cannot read. Leonardo promised to teach me, but now...
Villa. Paintings. He wants us to examine art?
I remember when Leonardo lived at your villa, he was researching the location of the catacombs.
Several of his paintings hung in the gallery there. What do they have to do with the temple?
Perhaps the pages of his research are hidden in one of the frames.
The paintings are gone. They all burned in the attack.
No, they did not. Only Leda and St. John, the Borgia, took the rest.
6 paintings.
5. I told the art merchant that Portrait of a Lady was by Leonardo. I needed the money for a doublet. Of course, now it has gone out of fashion.
Who has the paintings now?
Lucrezia Borgia, in her husband's palazzo outside Ferrara.
Then it is time I took back what was stolen.
So the missions are going to be around getting 5 paintings. Interesting. And what time frame are we actually in? These mark the identity of the locations of the memories of restored sequences. So I think we're back to the regular time frame. And I would have to go to more restored memories. If I cared to, which I do care to. In fact, that makes a lot of sense to do this DLC early. I could also certainly do it late at the end of the game. It's like heal now. Invest in them. Can't invest in them. These investments just don't work. The time frame that you have to sit on an investment's too low. And so we have what? A restored memory here. We have a couple of these here. Perhaps a Borgia tower I could take down or 2. I don't think I've ever tried this one. And then there's this Templar layer, which makes sense to take that out. In a lot of ways, I just kind of need to goof around. Still.
Truly do you walk in the shadow if you do not come see me regularly for a quick checkup.
There's a flag up here. Just jump over this. And then be stuck on in between horses. Seriously? Mount to unmount. That was a bad placement of horses. Where are you, Taylor? Upgrade that. I have a couple more upgrades in me as far as income. And
You
then,
need only lift your gazes past my counter to see I tell no lie.
let's see. And then I'm gonna have to waste about an hour, I think. I don't want to do an assassin contract. Let's see if we can get this Borgia Tower in the next 5 minutes. Right. It seems we need to get a height advantage to start with. So I'm hoping this jump will work. And there we go. Nope. That was not the gun I was trying to get, but whatever. Darn it. Ah! Oh, that sucks. That sucked real bad. Let's see. Let's set that as our goal. Jump this direction. Where's that chest? I'll just stand here and wait for everybody to get bored.
So very strange visitors came to the docks today. Apparently, pilgrim ambassadors from the New World. Small, painted men with black hair and strange things in their noses and ears. The Spaniard with them?
Well, toss it, dwarf, and call me Donna. Perhaps I should slow him down. Most entertaining. Well now, what's
Where is that chest? It's gotta be somewhere around here. I can kinda hear it. How is it so well hidden? Here it is. A little bit more money. A little bit more collectibles. So, courtesan assignment or Templar layer. And I think the Templar layer is a good one to go to. Let's jump this way and see, because it's labeled as a Templar layer, what does that mean? I don't know. There's a little bit of weirdness in the next game of the series, but I guess it doesn't. I'll bring it up when I play the next game in the series. Because you're only supposed to, well, I'll just mention it there. You're only supposed to be able to see up until your conception, because it's actually the DNA. So you see in the previous game, Ezio sleeping with a Templar lady who knows who she is, honestly. I don't know if it ever gets explained. And because of that, there's certain points in Ezio's life later on that we shouldn't be able to follow along through the Animus, and yet they make a contrivance to make it work. Alright. Let's see, it seems there's something here.
You must help me.
Can we-
I am doomed, lost without
Can we
generosity.
get out of the way, everybody? Unless you're going to want to get assassinated. There we go. 30,300 for this location, this landmark. That's going to be a while.
Praise be to God.
Boy, does this door feel like it was just magically added in the game. It's not framed in the wall at all, it's just on top of it. So, map-wise, we've got a ton of stuff to do, some of which can be ignored. I suppose you could perhaps... No, I guess you can't come in here and remove things. Look at all of these different items that show up on the map. This is just crazy. It doesn't even fit on one screen. It's total insanity. Locations: Rome, Florence, Venice, Vienna, Montegioni, War Machine. So apparently we already know that on top of Rome we're going to Florence and Venice. Some of those cities we may have already been to in previous games, and Rome might be the only new area, but that doesn't even really change too much. Leonardo's machines, feathers. I am a little interested in seeing if we could find the remaining feathers in the game, but I don't see them. There might be a case where we do the restored memories, and in doing the restored memories we have to access some of these areas that we can't access yet. Oddly, it felt like for a while there that we were going to be done really quickly, and now it doesn't feel like that anymore. It feels like Sequence 3 is going to go on forever. It seems like memory, for the restored memory, the DLC, there's, well, at least 5 more of them, and it seems probably like 6 or 7 more of them. This we don't even know about, so that's probably another piece of DLC. Secret locations. We have this Templar lair, and it looks like there might be another one of those. And there's still a decent number of Borgia towers that we keep struggling with. And Christina missions, we've seen some of those. Assassin's missions, we've done some of this. As far as thief courtesans, and there should be missions for the militia people too. And I don't even see that listed. Guild challenges. It seems like we haven't made any progress on any of them. That seems crazy. Okay, we've done 2 things on the mercenaries. We've done 1 thing on the courtesans. And we've done 6 things on the Thieves Guild. Which is to say it's probably a good thing that we unlocked these challenges quickly if we wanted them to turn out to be any useful. And then it says like the total sync is 20%. So are we 1/5 of the way done with the game? I'd be surprised if we're even that much done. Our main issue right now, though, is the maximum amount we could have in the bank is 12,500. I would need 30,000 to buy that landmark, so we already know that's a super expensive thing, and we're going to have to majorly increase the amount we can hold in the bank and how much money we're getting as fast as possible. As far as armor and weapons, we haven't even upgraded anything, and I would like to see more of that happen. As far as finding the locations and secret locations, we haven't, I don't think, run into any new secret locations. I wouldn't be surprised if there's one or two in the other cities. So it seems like there's a lot of work to be done. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.